It's funny, this car has been down for almost 11 months, and I was going through the math here as to what being down 11 months has cost me. So as we've covered in the past, all fun things cost money. You don't always have money, so you put it on credit cards, and sometimes credit card debt can get overwhelming. You're just paying down the interest and you feel trapped in this vicious cycle of being stuck. Well, that's where today's video sponsor, Upstart, is here to help. Upstart is the fast and easy way to get a personal loan to pay off your debt all online. Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high-interest debt, or funding personal expenses, over 500,000 people have used Upstart to get a simple, fixed monthly payment. Upstart finds smarter rates with trusted partners because they assess more than just your credit score. With a 5-minute online rate check, you can see your rate upfront for loans from $1,000 to $50,000. You can get approved the same day, and you can receive funds as fast as 1 business day. To find your smarter rate, visit upstart.com/SSR. Loan amounts are determined based on your credit, your income, and other factors that you put into your application. It's upstart.com/SSR. There's a link right below in the description, upstart.com/SSR. All right, and what I hope to be the final chapter of this Huracan that's been down for almost 11 months, you learn that just because you can repair a car doesn't mean that it's done. Now, after an accident, this one you had little bumper damage in the rear and bumper damage in the front. And what you end up seeing here is the car, body-wise, is done. All factory parts, all factory new headlights. Look at the plastic on it. So cute. Everything's good, but what you don't factor in is all the mechanical stuff that has to be done when it comes back. And now this car, we had to do the convertible top, we had to recode the headlight module, we had to reset the front lift system, we had to bleed and fill the coolant, the Freon. All this stuff comes into play when you have the rollover bars come up, which are over here, which is why the interior is still roughly apart. We had to make the convertible top work. Now, the accident didn't make the convertible top stop working. It's when you have to take the car apart to repair it that you start running into these issues, or not issues, but part of the repair process. You got to refill the coolant because now you have the coolant out of the car. You got to refill the Freon because now the air conditioning, you have the condensers in the front. So all of this stuff, the airbags have to be reset. All of this stuff takes time, and it's I guess one of those things that would prevent you, or something you have to factor in if you're scooping up a car like a crashed Lambo on Copart or something. Like, oh, you're gonna get a deal, but you have to factor in all this labor, and this isn't cheap. You need a Lambo computer. There's specific computers, proprietary computers that only you can use for Lamborghini to do this, and you have to know what you're doing. This car is at least, I would say, 2 days worth of mechanical. I mean, right here, you got 8, 4, I mean, there's not a lot of, he's not done with everything yet. But you've got like 12 to 15 hours of labor just after the body work is done, which is another couple $1,000s. And you have to go to a specific shop or a dealership. You also have to make sure to get these parts. Lamborghini has a very specific process documenting and doing everything, or going through a dealer or an accredited or I'm forgetting the word, but going through a certified repair shop, which is just a standard repair shop that pays a certification process. But it makes all of this, and it makes repairing one of these or thinking you're getting a good deal and fixing one, it could make it there's a lot of sticker shock there because you're not expecting all this extra stuff. Now, a car obviously looks good, everything is done, everything is repaired, and it'll be out of the shop soon enough and back in the rotation. It's funny, this car has been down for almost 11 months, and I was going through the math here as to what being down 11 months has cost me. And just straight up raw cost, like, not forget about loss of business, loss of use. You've got the diminishment of value on this car of just say 10 to 15%, as much as 20%, because there's an accident on record, right? So say it was worth, just round numbers, say it was worth $200,000. That's at least $20,000, and my car is now worth $20,000 less. Remember, this is all off of a $2,000 rental. It's now worth $20,000 less. I have to get that back. I'm going after the insurance company for this stuff because they said they're not covering any of it, and now I got to go after them. Other costs. I'm still financing the car, so I have to pay 11 months worth of payments, almost $4,500 a month. That's $50,000 right there. Then on top of that, I got $70,000 right there. Then I've got the insurance, because you got to keep insurance on it, whether it's on the road or not. You got to keep insurance. That's another almost $25,000 for the year for this one specific car. It's $100,000. Before you even take one lost rental or anything like that, that car cost me to stare at it almost $100,000. So that's raw cost. Now I'm entitled to make money because now the cost of the equity that I couldn't go buy new cars with, I couldn't go get other cars in my rental fleet, that cost has a cost too. So this is all going into the lawsuit that we're suing the insurance company, because the insurance company delayed this for months, like trying to figure it out, and that's for a whole nother video. It's the last video on this car because it's going to be up and running while I'm away in Arizona. But as far as the story about this 11-month, this is the longest I've ever had a vehicle down from an accident. And it's not because the repair was so complicated, it's because it was drawn out so long by the insurance company, and that cost me a hell of a lot of money. So stay tuned, I'll keep you in the loop as to where that goes. Rob Ferretti from Corsa Motors here in Englewood, New Jersey, signing off. I will see you tomorrow, maybe, or just click on another video. I'll see you right now. Bye. So you guys are familiar with my other company, Adventure Drives, right? Well, we're going to be going to Scotland in October. We're going to be doing Scotch distilleries, playing golf at St. Andrews if you want to do that, walking around, seeing lakes, waterfalls, driving the North Coast. It's going to be an amazing trip. Prices start as low as $2,500 per person for the shorter trip in Scotland. If you're interested in going, check out the link in the description.